Got it. Okay, there we go. So as I was saying, welcome to another Winning Wednesday session. And I'm just going to go ahead and do the disclaimer right away. So this call is for teaching purposes only, right? I'm not a licensed trader, and therefore I'm not responsible for anybody's accounts out there. And you're going to trade at your own risk if you decide to trade with me. Now, for those of you that are here for the very first time, I'm going to show you how to set up a demo account so you can trade along with me and, you know, be taking some profits. Now, these trades are going to be in a demo account, so it's monopoly money. It's not real money. You want to practice trading with demo dollars before you actually go into doing it with real dollars. Hold on, somebody. Let's this person in. Okay, there we have it. So now that I've gotten that out of the way, there are a few things that I do when it comes to trading, and it never changes. It may seem boring to some, but it's great because I just have to repeat the same process every time I'm doing a session, and that keeps me safe. So the first thing that I do when I'm going to trade is I have to check the news. Okay. So for the news, I go to forexfactory.com. And the news is going to be shown in a series of folders. You see the date to the left, the time, the currency, and the impact displayed in folders. Now, I'm on the East Coast, so it is 11:09 a.m. currently. So I need to look for the time that corresponds. The last news occurrence was at 10:30 a.m. It was on the US dollar. There's an orange folder. So a yellow folder is low impact. An orange folder is medium impact. And a red folder means there's high impact expected. If I am doing a trading session and there is high impact news, I am not going to be trading for that session when it's on the US dollar. I'm just gonna call it a day, right? All right, hold on one second. All right. I'm just gonna go ahead and mute everyone. And if anybody has any questions, you can unmute or you can type in the chat, okay? Okay, so if I see a red folder on any currency, I'm not going to be trading in that period, right? So right now we saw at 8:30 there was a lot of news going on. I wasn't anywhere near the charts because we had a session at 6 a.m. So we got on, we made our money, and we're long gone before all this madness happened. When I see a red folder on the US dollar, I'm just not going to trade, period, because it affects everything. I know if it was just on, say, the Japanese yen or on the Swiss franc, I would trade other currencies. But when I see a red folder on the US dollar, I'm just not going to trade. I'm going to not trade for an hour before that, an hour after that, right? I'm just going to stay away. Right now, we had an orange folder. So it's after 11, I'm still going to stay away from the US dollar because there was a lot going on the US dollar. So for this session, I'm not going to pay any attention to USD. It's as if it doesn't exist. Okay. So looking at Forex Factory,
Hey.
that's going to, hello? All right. I'm going to put everyone on mute because I'm live streaming to my YouTube channel as well. Okay. All right. So if you have a question, you can unmute yourself and ask the question, or you can just type the questions in the chat box, whatever you'd like to do. Okay. So Forex Factory tells me what I'm not going to trade. Right now, I know I'm not going to trade US dollar because it's been wilding this morning, but nothing else is off the table for now. So then I'm going to go to Forex Factory, not Forex Factory. I'm going to go to finviz.com. That's going to give me the volume. I'm also going to go to livecharts.co for currency strength. So I look at them in tandem, right? So on Finviz, we see things in a series of bars. And to the furthest left, we have the strongest. To the furthest right, we have the weakest or least volume, right? Now, if I don't see green on one side, red on the other side, it's really not ideal. But that's what we're looking at today. Livecharts.co, we saw GBP supposing to be the strongest, but when I look here, Swiss franc seems to be the strongest. Let me go back over here and look. They have the Swiss franc here. So something is not right. Yeah, when I see these kinds of inconsistencies, it tells me to just stay out, right? So refresh. Yep. All right. So when I look at livecharts.co, Finviz, that's where I'm going to decide what I will trade. So AUD AUD is stronger. And how you tell is the more bars there are, the stronger it is. So I'll look at AUD today. All right, I'm going to look at that. And when you have a currency pairing, the first currency in the pair is the base. The second currency in the pair is the quote. And when the base is stronger than the quote, we're looking for bullish ideas. We're looking for buys. We're looking for price to go up, right? So AUD is what I'll be analyzing. Once I know what I'm analyzing, I'm going to do the analysis in TradingView. TradingView is a site that's free. There is a paid version, but the free version works just the same. Now, the paid version gives you added features. So, as you progress in your trading journey, you may want to go ahead and sign up for the paid version to get those added features. Like one I can think of is, the free version gives you one alert. So if you're waiting on price to hit a certain level, and you're analyzing multiple pairs, you'd only be able to put that alert on one. Um, with the paid version, you can have as many alerts as you want. You know, paid version, you can look at multiple charts at the same time. They're just different things. So yes. Now to create a TradingView account, once you have a Google account, you can use your Google credentials to log in. Now that's TradingView. But to start trading, let me go ahead and show you how to set up your demo account with Pocket Option. And this is not me endorsing Pocket Option. It's just that I know that I can show you how to set this up really quickly, and it's not going to cost anything. The broker that I actually use, you need to fund it before they'll give you that free account. So this one, you don't need to fund it. And once you're ready to fund, the minimum you can fund it with is $50 if you're comfortable with that broker. So here we have Pocket Option. Let's look at the home page. So when you first come to pocketoption.com, it looks like this lovely island. I want to go to an island soon. I'm in New York. It's really cold up here right now, right? So there's the registration here or login. So if you're going to register, you can do it 3 ways. You can use your Facebook credentials if you have a Facebook account. You can use your Google credentials, or you can use your email and create a password. Now, if you believe that you will trade using this broker in the future and have your real dollars, I would say to create your own password, because anything could go wrong with Facebook or Google, and you don't want to have any issues when you have your money there. A few months ago, remember Facebook wasn't working. None of the Zuckerberg sites were working, and all the people who are addicted, they were stuck. I don't know if that could have had any impact with the broker. I don't think it did, but who knows what the future can hold, you know? It's better to err on the side of caution, you know, better safe than sorry. But yeah, go ahead and do that. I'm gonna hit login. I'm not a robot. And here we go. Logging in. And I forgot that I put a little something in here. I'm gonna go to my demo account, if it will let me. Okay. All right. So here we are, demo account. And when you log into your demo account, it should have these candles. Go ahead and put the candles. And it should look like this. Now, to take a trade, there are 4 things you need to listen for on this session: the currency pair, the time frame, the strike price, and whether it's a buy or a sell. If it's a buy, we expect price to go higher. If it's a sell, we expect price to go lower, right? If you hover over the higher button, you're going to see that arrow pop up right by the last candle. Right here, you see the arrow, higher pointing up, lower, red arrow pointing down. Pretty easy, right? So let's see here. Okay, so I don't know, in Pocket Option, I always just have it on 5 minutes. I do 5-minute trades for Pocket Option. That's what makes me feel comfortable, right? But right now, I'm going to do a 1-minute trade just to show you how it works, right? So say you look and you decide you want to trade Euro USD, for example. You would go here, right? And as a new trader using this platform, when you log in, it's going to be on stocks, I believe. You want to select currencies. So select currencies, and then it's going to be on percentage. So it starts from the highest percentage payout, being 92%, all the way down to the lowest percentage, being 35% payout. Ooh. Well, I'm going to change it to A to Z, because if I'm going to be looking for currency pairs, alphabetical will make it easier for me to find, I believe, right? So I said, say we decide we want to trade Euro USD. ACE Euro USD. I select that, it's paying out 85%. So if I risk $1, I'm going to get 85 cents. So I also like to have it on the line chart with the area. That's just me. So looking at this, Miss Rose, if you could unmute yourself and tell me, looking at this Euro USD, just to guess, do you think price is gonna go up or price is gonna go down? Real quickly.
Well, right now it's going up.
So you think price is gonna go up?
It's pretty high. So maybe, yeah, I think it's going to come down. It's going to come down
Okay.
because it's really, really high right now.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit the down button, and we need price to go below this red line by expiration, or Miss Rose is gonna owe me $1.
A penny.
Good thing we're doing this with demo dollars, right? Just for an example. But
Oh,
it's
look,
just
it went up.
simple.
It went up.
Yeah. Higher highs, higher lows, higher high, higher low,
So it shot up.
higher high for the higher low. Yes.
I lost.
So we take lessons here. So, but this is how, well, I just asked Miss Rose to guess, but we don't guess. We do analysis and we look to the left to see what has happened. And that's going to let us, have a pretty good idea of what direction price will go in. So
Now it's coming.
here it is. So expiration. So we did not clear that trade. And it's just that simple, right? But now I'm going to do the analysis to show you what things look like when you take that time to, plot. So we're going to do that on TradingView, as I had said. I had said odd CAD. Let me just double check. Things are constantly moving. Yep. Odd CAD, where odd is stronger than CAD when the first currency or the base is stronger than the second currency or the quote, we are looking for buys. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to pull up odd CAD. And I am going to see what I can see. Said I'm looking for buys, and look at that. That looks definitely looking bullish, right? So there are different ways that you can do your analysis. I'm just gonna do the way that I kind of gravitate towards, using support, resistance. Okay, so I start on the day time frame, and I don't look at the current candle. I look at the previous candle. So this chart on the daily time frame means that each candle took an entire day to form. So yesterday, price was going up. Today, price continues to go up. We're in an uptrend. Right. Mark here. I mark the wick and body of the candle. Then I go down to the hour, and I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to not focus on the current candle, but the candle before. I'm on the hour chart, so each candle took an hour to form. I changed color to red so I can know, oh, black, that's the daily level. Red, that's the hourly level. You use whatever colors you like. Then I go down to the 15-minute and I'm gonna do the exact same thing. Every 15 minutes, a new candle pops up. The next thing is I like to take trades on the hour, on the 15, no, on the hour, on the half hour, on the 45 minutes, those 3 times. And then I look to take my entry on the 5-minute chart. The way things are looking, I would actually want price to come back down here to 008 for me to take an entry. So what I can do, I can set an alarm. So I can go here. I can hit that plus button, add alert for AutoCAD. So now when price comes a little bit above, I set it at 012, right? But I want to get in at 008 if that happens. Right now, looking at the stochastic, price is in that overbought area. So when price is overbought, it has to come back down, right? On the flip side, when price is down at the bottom on the stochastic, it's oversold, it needs to go back up. So that's another way that some traders will do it. They'll just focus on overbought or oversold. We saw that there was news on the Canadian dollar. Let's see. Did we see any major movements? Maybe this was it. Could have been. What time is it now? Couldn't have been. That's too far back. But yeah, I'm just waiting on price to come back down here. And we have the alert set, right? If it comes down here, we're looking to get in. But I see the super trend line a little bit below. So it could actually come down to 982. So I'd go to my broker and I would select AutoCAD. And then I would have the time, 5 minutes. That's what I'm comfortable with using this platform. And the amount, you risk 10% of, you risk 1% of however much you have in your account. So if you have $100, you're risking $1. $1,000, you're risking $10. You know, yes, you're just risking 10%. You can actually 1%. I don't know why I keep saying that. If you hit this button here, you'll see percentage and you can change it. You can change it there and put your 1%, right? So 1%, I'd be risking $8, something like that. Let's see what it, $4, sorry, $4.69. So if I make the profit, I'm gonna get back the $4.69, and I would also get $3.71 because that's the percentage payout. So in total, I'd get $8.40, right? So
Excuse me. Where did you change your percentage at? What box?
okay, so you see my cursor hovering on the screen?
Yes.
Okay, so where you have the amount, below it, you may see a $sign. If you click on the $sign, then you see percentage. That's a new thing. Pocket Option recently updated their platform to have that. So then you have the percentage, you can change it to 1%. So that's that. Let's take a look at something for a cell. AUD has gotten, AUD has gotten a little bit weaker. Let me look and see what's going on here. And that's interesting because now it's gotten stronger here. Let me see. Things are just looking bizarre. We're not taking any real trades here, guys. It's messed up. So with that in mind, I guess I can do USD CHF because I'm in my demo. So I'm gonna star this. I'm gonna remove that. I'm gonna star USD CHF. All right. So since I started, it will just be up top so I can just go to it easily. USD CHF, I should be looking for a sell. Look at that. It's definitely doing what it's supposed to do. So we missed that. If you miss something, you just gotta be cool and let it go. Like, obviously, we missed AuDCAD. It needs to come down for me to consider getting into it because it's already in that overbought area. Don't be too eager to get into a trade that you can clearly see that you missed it. You have to wait for a pullback in order to get in, but you just itching and oh, it comes down here, you gotta press the button. Nah, I need it to come back down here for me to consider getting in. Does that make sense? Drop
Yes,
a
it
1-1.
does.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Okay. So USD CHF. Let's see. Okay, awesome. So I'm going to add this to the watch list so I can see it. The watch list. So it's here. I'm not looking at that right now. And then I'm going to pull up USD CHF. We can get in on a pullback. So for a sell, I'm going to do the exact same thing. I start on the daily. And price has been dropping on the daily. So that's the move for today. I mark the wick and the body. And since I'm doing it at the top of the candle, is this support or resistance? The line above the candle and at the top of this wick here. Is that support or resistance?
Support.
When it's at the top,
When it's at the top is resistance, but it changes to support sometimes. Right?
yeah. So I was asking what's the line at the top of, when I put the line on top of the candle, it's the ceiling
Right.
or resistance.
Right.
Yes, CC. it's resistance. The ceiling is resistance. The floor is support. It does change, but you're going into university. We're just in elementary school right now. So yes, when support changes to resistance, you sell, but and vice versa. But right now, I just want to know the basic lines. So I'm going to drop it down to the 1 hour, and I'm going to do the same thing. All right. So when I mark the candle, the top, I'm going to change it to red because it's on the 1 hour. That is the ceiling or resistance. And then the bottom of the candle, that's the floor or support. Then I go on the 15 minutes and I do the same thing. Yeah, it doesn't seem so exciting, but it makes me money. That's all I care about. Yeah. There we go. And there we go. Right. So as it's a sell, I would need a major pullback. Since this black line is a daily level, so that's gonna be a strong area. So when price pulls back up here, I will consider taking a sell. So on USD CHF 270 or above, I would look to sell. Right now it's oversold, so I have to wait for it to come up to do that. You know, the most ideal entries are if for sells, the stochastic is up here. For buys, the stochastic is down here. We're not looking for buys, we're looking for sells. So even though this looks great, some people will take this reversal, take it to the upside and be successful. When you're a new trader, the best bet is to trade with the trend. The trend is your friend. If that's what we see happening all along here, right? That's what we see happening. We see price. I could have sworn. Okay. That's what we see happening. We see price coming down. So why would we want to take something going up? Make sense? Just wait for it to pull back and then continue down. Does anybody have any questions about that? No. Okay. So I have the free version of TradingView, so I wouldn't be able to set an alert here. I just have to pay attention. We know that we have an alert set for OddCAD. Let me go ahead and add this to my watch list. So let's look at OddCAD. Okay. I'm waiting on it to come all the way down here. And I highly doubt that it's gonna happen during our session. But it's especially seeing that price has just remained in this overbought zone for quite a while. I'll just wait for it to come down. It's just been fighting up here. And this could have something to do with the USD having had all that news. But so do you see why I say I don't, when US dollar has a bunch of different folders going on, I can just decide, oh, I'm not trading today. Fortunately for most of us on here, we were on earlier this morning. The conditions were great. We took our trades and we're done with it. But you can go on and trade with Christopher and Haresh. They should be coming up later tonight. So you have that option. And whoever else. They have lots of people that you can trade with for those of you that have the Prime. But yeah, that's how I do my markups. I do it on the daily, the hour, and the 15 on the 3 time frames. I mark up not the current candle, but the candle immediately to the left. I mark the wick and body, and I have it color coded so that I know the black is on the hour, the black is on the daily, the red is on the hour, the orange is on the 15 minutes. And I look to enter the trade on the 5-minute time frame. Top-down analysis. Right? Yeah, I don't think any one of these are going to, nothing's gonna trigger now. USD CHF, bullish. Let's see if that comes by noon. We'll just keep an eye on it, okay? But yeah, I need to see a pullback to here to get in. No questions? Okay, so as we've done that, I just want to go into risk management. Okay, I gotta do this after I get off. All right, so you have to have a trading plan to trade. Just like you have to have a plan for anything you're going to do, when it comes to trading, you want to have a plan as well. There's no sense in knowing how to trade, not using a plan, and instead of growing your account, you're making money and giving it back at the same time, right? So there are all different amounts that you can start an account with, from $50 to 250 being minimum. There's no maximum. You put as much money as you want when you're starting an account. But let's say you want to start a little modestly, you want to start with $100. That $100 can do so much for you, right? So say we were to start today and you decide to grow that by 4%. As a new trader, don't aim for like 10%, 20%. You need to start low. And 4%, yeah, I'm saying start low, but would you be able to grow your money by 4% every day if you put it in a bank account, whether a checking or savings? If you got a CD, would they be giving you 4% every single day on that? No, no, right? You wouldn't even get 1% in 5 years on a CD, to be honest, right? So let's see what would happen if we grow this money for a year. $100, 4%, we grow it for a year and see what happens. we're going to reinvest 100% of what we make. We're not going to include weekends because the Forex market, it opens at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on a Sunday. It closes at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on a Friday. Now, that will take you 260 days, takes you, today's February 16, it takes you to February 15th. Wow, I feel like a genius. I do feel like a genius. All right, so that's the growth of $2.6 million, almost 2.7 million. Now, this is a calculator. This is a daily compound interest calculator. So of course, this is perfect math. We're humans, so the chances of us hitting those numbers every single time, it's highly unlikely. But if you aim for that and you miss the mark and you made just half of this and made $1 million in a year, could that be okay? Because we know that when it comes to investing, you're not going to be right 100% of the time, right? So let's say we made half of that to account for those little inconsistencies. 1.3 million in a year is a pretty nice payday. Let's see. Yes, exactly. Fire, fire, fire. Right? So day one, you just need to make $4. Why is that? 4% of $100. Yes, 4% of $100 is $4. Now, does that mean that I'm going to risk $4 for each trade? No. Remember when I was in this account, I said you just risk 1%. You just risk 1%, and you risk 1% as many times as you need to until you hit that $4 mark. If you end up making $3.50, that's still a win in my books, you know. You don't need to aim for that 50 cents. Just call it a day. So day two, you have $104 now, right? So now 4% of $104 is $4.16. So you're gonna risk 1% of your account yet again, and you want to do it as many times as you need to until you get there. Fast forward to day 30, because I'm not gonna go do it like that. Day 30, now 4% of your account is $12.47. So now you're up $324.30. In a month, you grow that money 4% a day. Would you have that in your account? If you want to make $500 in 30 days, it depends on how much you're starting with. If you're starting with $100 and you want to make that, then you will need to increase the percentage. We can look at that after, right? 60 days in, 4% is now $40. 90 days in, 4% is $131. Does that look good? Once you start making $100 a day in your account, now you can think about paying yourself. So if you're gonna do that, you say, okay, let me pay myself $50 a week just to get my belief, so I can believe that I'm really doing this. Then you can reset the numbers, you know, reset the numbers. But let me look at what you're asking about, CC. To get to $500 in 30 days, let's see what 6% will give us. I really don't know. It would be amazing if, oh, look, here we go. So day 30, when you're making $32.51, you will have over $500. You'll have $574 in that account. By day 28, you would have hit that $500 mark. And that's if you had perfect math. But yes, so in a month, growing your account by 6% on $100, you could do that. Say you wanted to grow $250. A lot of people, they start their accounts with 250, and I'll reset that to 4%. Let's see. You'd be at $500 by day 18 if you do perfect math. We're not perfect, so let's just say you could still hit that mark around there. 30 days with 250, you're at $810. So it's just to play with the numbers. But what I will say, once you can have your target amount that you want to make, but then don't think about the dollars, think about the percentage, right? Grow your account thinking in terms of percentage earned per day as opposed to dollar amount, because when you don't hit that number, it could feel demotivating. But if you think about the percent, like, wow, if I had this money in my bank, they're giving 0.0025% for the year, and I've made 2%, then you can feel happy, even if you didn't hit your 4% for the day, and you still feel good about yourself. So think about it in terms of the percentage that you make, right? But yeah,
Excuse
does
me.
anybody? Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
how do you set it up?
It's a website, compounddaily.org. I will email it to you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's a website. And you can play around with the numbers, and once you figure out your goal, you have your target, you can send your results. When you do that, you enter your email address and you send it to yourself. And then you can print that, or you can have it, and you put it up in your trading space, and you check it off day by day, you know? So yeah, I think that's going to be it for us on YouTube today. So YouTube land, I'm going to say goodbye to you. Thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment, share my video. If you think you'd like to join our trading community, send me a message. I'd be happy to show you how you can get on with us. But yeah.